Hi, welcome to art class. My name is Miss Roz, and I'll be your PACE teaching artist today. This lesson will be on making a colorful paper mask. This year, we have all been wearing masks to protect ourselves and others from germs. But did you know there are other reasons people wear masks? How about Halloween? Have you ever worn a mask for your costume? Why do you wear a mask then? So you can look like someone else or a different character. Also, Mardi Gras is a time where people wear masks. How many of you celebrate Mardi Gras? Mardi Gras is a fun holiday in South Louisiana where we live, when we have parades and they throw beads like these, and toys and candy, and some of the people on the parade floats wear masks that cover their eyes or their face so you can't tell who they are. Not everyone gets to celebrate Mardi Gras. We are lucky. We will be making a colorful mask today, and you can choose any colors that you would like on your mask. We'll be cutting out shapes for our mask. Some will be regular geometric shapes, and some might be kind of crazy, called organic shapes. The supplies you will need are any color construction paper for your mask face, and then 5 or 6 rectangles like this size that your teacher may have cut beforehand. Just make sure they're different from your mask. You will need some colors to draw with, or markers, some scissors, and something to glue with. For the rectangles I was mentioning previously, teachers can cut a 9 by 12 sheet into eighths, approximately 4.5 inches by 3 inches. And then each student can choose 5 or 6 rectangles for their shapes. Let's look at some really cool, different masks. And as we are looking at them, I want you to notice how they look the same on both sides of their face. If you drew a line right down the middle of your face, do you notice how this side looks exactly like this side? It's equally in half. That is called symmetry. I will be using that word a lot today. So let's all say it together. Symmetry. Notice in my mask, do you see how if I drew a line right down the middle here, this side looks exactly like this side. This side looks exactly like this side. And if I closed it in the middle, those shapes would touch. Notice on this side, sometimes I use a shape that is a symmetric shape. The shape is the same on both sides. Notice how the right side matches the left. We'll be learning that today. This is a Halloween mask. Can you tell what this mask is? It looks like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. Halloween is a holiday that is celebrated in October. This is an African mask. These masks are worn by a tribe or a group of people during ceremonies to represent the spirits of their ancestors or to control the forces of good and evil. In this African mask, notice the symmetry you see in both masks. The black ovals around the eyes, and then each eye hole you see what? Rectangles. The shapes and the colors both match. This is a Mardi Gras mask. Mardi Gras colors are purple, green, and gold. I will be using these colors today. You can use these colors for your mask today if you want. Usually Mardi Gras masks are shiny and sparkly, and sometimes have feathers or ribbons added to them. Today, our masks are going to be filled with shapes that we cut together. After the lesson, if your classroom teachers have any sequins or feathers, you can add those as well. These are some of the shapes that you might want to cut out for your mask. Look at those on the left. We know the names of these: triangle, rectangle, diamond, octagon, oval, square, and circle. But you may cut out some different shapes like those on the right, called organic shapes. Organic shapes are shapes from nature, like spilled milk, or a leaf shape, or a cloud shape. They have flowing or straight edges. They are shapes that we don't have a particular name for. Let's get started on making our mask. Get your construction paper in the color of your choice. First, we're going to fold it down the middle, lengthwise, like a hot dog. You bend it over, corner to corner. Match up the corners and press on that line. Now open it up. You will see the exact middle, and that is called our line of symmetry. So we know exactly where the center of our face on the mask will be. Okay? Now I want you to get your pencil. I'm going to use a black marker, but you use your pencil. And I want you to make a dot right in the middle near the top of the paper like this. And then kind of come down near the bottom and make another dot like this. We will decide what shape it will be. It's going to have a kind of an oval to cover our face, but it doesn't have to be perfectly oval. It can have some wavy parts to it. Watch me draw one first, and then I want you to draw. No two masks are going to look the same. I'm going to show you a way to cut the mask too, so the mask will look the same on both sides. It will be a symmetrical shape. Watch me draw now. This is the top of my head near the forehead. I'm going to kind of go out way to the corner. I might want to do a little curve here. I'm not getting really wavy, am I? I'm just kind of doing some soft curves. And then I'm making my way. I'm going to try to go down all the way to this dot. You see that? It's kind of curvy, kind of straight, different places. It's going to be a fun shape. Notice I didn't draw one on the left. I only drew one on the right. Okay? Can you start at the top dot? I want you to go out to the corner. Don't forget to go out near the sides. If you don't, your mask will be too small. So go way out to the sides, draw the lines you want, and then come back to the bottom dot. Everybody can do that now. Great. Now we're going to fold it. I can see where my line is to fold it. I'm going to fold it back into that hot dog shape so I can see the lines that I drew. So fold yours back. All right, I'm going to show you a trick. We're going to make a symmetric shape. Everybody say symmetric shape. All right, you have to keep your paper folded or it won't work. So my scissors, this is the fold, kind of like the spine of a book. Does the librarian tell you the spine of a book? That's where you have to put your scissors on, the spine of the construction paper. And I'm cutting on the line that I drew. When you use scissors, your thumb goes in the big hole and your fingers go in the little hole. And then you chomp, chomp, chomp. You're going to go all the way around and cut this off. Great. This is going to be your scraps. You can make a pile for that. And then open it up and see what your mask is going to look like. I like that shape. Do you? Great. Once you finish, just set your scissors down. So there's our line of symmetry. We're going to make all kinds of things for our mask. First, we need to show where our eyes are going to be. So put this mask up to your face and you see, which way do you like it? Do you like it like this, or maybe it looks better upside down? So which way do you want it to be? Try it on your face and see. Mine's going to go like this. All right? You have it like you want it? Now close it up. Close it up again. That's our game. Do you see where that fold is? Close it up again. Looks like a tent. Does yours sit up like a tent like this? Okay, it needs to sit up like a tent. Then you're going to use your pencil again. All right, watch me. Where my eyes would go, about right here, I'm going to put a dot right on that line, on that spine. Put a dot right where your eyes would go. Good. And then about an inch lower, put another dot. How many dots did I make? 2. Right. Now watch this. You know this line that I'm going to draw. I'm going to close it back up. I'm closing it back up. And I can still see my dots. Can you still see your dots? I'm going to make this opening. Can you tell what line I'm making? Huh? It looks like my pointer finger, right? Looks like I drew my pointer finger. It's a big curve. It looks kind of like a backward C. Or if you put it like this, it kind of looks like a rainbow, right? So draw that curve. Good. Keep it folded. That's the trick. If you don't keep it folded, it's not going to be a way for you to cut into the middle. So I'm cutting out my eye hole. So now I know I can see. Oh, look. Look what we just made with that. That's a symmetric shape. You see that? It's the same. I can tell it's the same on both sides, and I can see exactly where the line is. All right, open to keep that. We're going to make something out of that. Can you see? You see where your eyes are going to go? Try it on. Good. Now with this, let's make something fun out of it. I'm going to cut it right in the middle like this, so I know it's perfectly the same. They're both symmetric. Let's use them in our mask. Do you like that? Some horns? They could be like some ears right here. They could be like something hanging down, maybe like a beard. They can hang off of your mask. Get out your glue stick, and wherever you want them, as long as the left matches the right, you can glue it. I'm putting mine right in the middle and exactly the same size. Let's watch. You see how it matches? You see? Now if I close the mask, look, they touch. I know it's symmetric. What if Miss Roz would have done this? Does this look like it's even on both sides? No, because if I close the mask, those two shapes don't touch. So try it out. See if your two shapes, once you glue it, if they're going to touch. Okay? All right. Now get those little rectangles that we've been talking about. All right? I want you to fold every one of the ones that you have in half. I have 5. 4 or 5 is good. Do you see I'm folding them in half? Let's make a little pile of them. I'm folding them just like a hamburger. They don't have to be perfect. That way I'm going to show you a trick, because we need two shapes, or we need a symmetric shape. That's the only rule we need today, is we have to have symmetric shapes, or we have to have two shapes the same so our mask can be symmetric. You see how I'm folding all of the rectangles that I had? I had 5, so I'm folding all 5. All right, and then you can choose the ones you want to use. All right, so we have eyes, we don't have a nose, and we don't have a mouth. And how many noses do we have? Well, for this mask, we're just going to have one. And how many mouths do we have? Just one, right? So we're going to make a symmetric shape. That's a shape like a heart, like a circle, like a square or a rectangle, when you can cut it right down the middle. So choose the color. I don't know what you want to make. I'm going to make my mouth, maybe I'm going to make my mouth black. So you have to, the rules are, you have to have your paper folded, and we're going to cut with our scissors. We don't have to draw the shape. We're going to try to just cut it out, and it might be a good shape like a geometric one, or it might be an organic one and it'll look real cool. So watch, Miss Roz, I'm starting. Remember at that fold on that spine, that's the important part. Where does your scissors have to go? On the spine. I'm going way out to the end because I don't want to waste my paper. I'm trying to use every bit of it. I'm cutting some curves. I might cut some straight lines. I'm going to cut all the way back to the fold. Do you see? Let's open it up, see what I made. It's fun to see what you made. Look, I can see it's a symmetric shape. So I could use this for my nose, or I could use this for my mouth, whatever I like. Okay, let's see what you make. If it doesn't come out right, just get another piece of paper and try it again. This shape has to match. It has to be a symmetric shape so it's on both sides. So now I have a mouth. Great. Keep all your scraps because we can make things out of them. Look, what I can do. I can fold my paper. Look, if I just cut off the corners, look what shape I have. What has 3 sides? Triangles. Those are some easy triangles that match. We can keep those on the side for later to use in our mask. Let's make another symmetric shape for our nose. I don't know. Do you want to look like a triangle? A heart? Where do you have to put your scissors? On the fold. Keep it folded and put your scissors on the fold. I'm going to kind of do half of a heart. You ever do that? Valentine's Day is in this month of February. Maybe you learned how to make a heart like that. Now watch, when you open it up, the heart will be on both sides. So I can use this for my nose. It could be funny upside down. I could put it right side up. So I'm going to put it right in the middle. I'm going to match up those lines. So the left side of my mask looks like the right side. All right? Now look, I can have fun with these shapes. As long as they match, look, I'm going to put one on this side. And then I'll put one on the other side. Those little triangles that I make. Now does this look right? Does this look right? Nope. Does this look right? Yes. See? I'm making it match. Good. Keep your scraps because you might can make something out of those. All right? So we've cut out 2 symmetric shapes. Now I'm going to show you how to make a shape. You're going to cut it one time, but guess what? You're going to have a magic trick. So here's my purple. I might just want to do a regular shape. I might try to do a circle. That's easy. Where do my scissors go? On the fold. Maybe you want to cut out a square. It's your choice. Try to cut out a geometric shape this time. This one might end up like an oval because the oval has longer sides, and I cut all the way around. All right, watch Miss Magic Trick of Miss Roz. I have 1 circle. Abracadabra. Make this 1 circle into 2. Watch. Dun da da da. Do you see my trick? Even though I just cut out 1 circle, I have 2 that are the very same. They are symmetric. They are the symmetric, and then I can glue them. Great. I can use something like this. Well, what did you make? So now I'm just going to let you have fun and cut some different shapes out. I cut out this. If I cut it in the middle, I'll have 2 rectangles the same. This might be my eyebrows, I don't know. We're just having fun. We're going to try to use as much as we can. So we have eyes, we have mouth. Do we have any teeth? Nope. I can use this scrap, and as long as it's folded, watch, whatever I cut, if I keep it folded when I cut, I'm going to have a symmetric shape, and I can cut it in the middle. Look what I can make. I can make some teeth. Can make some teeth. All right. I want you to start cutting your paper. The only rule is what? That you have to make symmetric shapes. And you have to have 2 of them so it will match. So I have 1 color, 2 colors left. Let's see what else I can make. Maybe I want to make some diamonds. You ever made a diamond? I'm going to keep it folded, so I'm going to cut this way and this way. If you want to try it with me, I cut like the bottom of a triangle. Now I'm going to do the top of the triangle. I'm only cutting 1 diamond, but guess how many I'm going to have? 2. What's those magic words? Abracadabra. Make this into 2. Look, I have 2. Where can I put these? What if I put this right here at the top. Where could I put it? What if I folded the mask this way? I could make these two diamonds or rhombuses meet. If I put it on the top, the opposite is the bottom. Okay? So is your mask coming along? Are you adding lots of shapes to it? Great. I have one more color. Let me see what I can make out of this. Maybe we've done circles. Maybe we can do squares. Squares have equal sides. Look, I'm going to cut it right down the middle. And I have two squares. If you make some larger shapes, then you make smaller shapes. Put smaller shapes on top of the larger shape so you can add to it. Okay? I even have some more scraps of paper right here. Let's see what I can make. What if I cut this, and I could even use this. So you cut on those lines so you can have two of them. So even though I cut a square out of this, I could use these two pieces. That would be fun. Those kind of look like ears to me. What if I put a little glue here and a little here? Are you using your imagination? Now I have some funny looking ears. I'm making them match. So keep cutting until you run out of paper. Okay? If you need more paper, maybe your teacher can give you some more. Oh, look, I have two shapes right here. These can go up here at the top. These might be like hair, huh? Like that. Have you ever curled paper before? I'm going to curl it. That's something we could do. We could curl. So now he has a curly hair at the top and a curly hair down here. Good. It's coming along, huh? What about fringe? Have you ever made any fringed pieces? Let me show you what fringe is. Here's something I cut. I have two of it, so I can cut it in the middle. Look, now I have two. Let's see if they match. I'm going to cut fringe. You ever done this? So now I have two little crazy pieces with fringe, and you can play with it. There, these can match. These might look like earrings. I don't know. I'm just having fun and using my imagination. Good. We're going to be ready for Mardi Gras with these colors. How's your mask coming along? Do you need some more paper? Or have you used all the scraps that you have? Can you tell which shapes are regular shapes? Those are geometric shapes, triangles, diamonds, circles, squares. And then there's some organic shapes that kind of look like paint spills or curved edges with straight edges. These are organic shapes. Organic shapes. Great. Once your mask is kind of filled up, I want you to get your crayons out, and we're just going to add lines and shapes to decorate. You can use any color you want. You could draw straight lines to match. So whatever you do on the left, you can do it on the right. You could do diagonal lines. If you have black paper, you could use a white crayon to put some dotted lines. You could use wavy lines to decorate on your shapes. Or you could even make some on the face. Notice how I'm keeping them symmetric. Whatever I do to the left side, I do to the right side. some markers, you could use those as well. That's fun. How about a zigzag line? How about a wavy line or dash lines? Great, and that will add to your mask. Think of the describing word too that describes how your mask looks. Happy, sad, maybe scary. Don't forget, we're going to write our names now on the back, now that we are finished, because we do not have our names on there. So turn your paper, your mask over to the back, and write your name so we can tell whose mask is whose. Did you have fun today? Keep adding, and whenever you're finished, add your crayon marks or marker marks to show your symmetric mask. Wow, look at all those great masks. I bet some of them look happy or sad or maybe even silly, and some might even be scary looking. What a fun project. Join me here next week, but we'll have another visual or creative movement lesson.